Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Tuesday. Today is December 2nd. I hope you guys are having a really good day so far today. I am going to pull another Tarot Oracle message deck, but I will be using a different Tarot deck and I will be using two different Oracle decks as well. This deck is called the Cozy Witch. So, it might have the same messages and meanings, but again, the descriptions and the pictures are a little bit different, but let's see what just shows up anyways. Okay, guys, let's get started. So, Spirit, what extra messages do you have for the collective at this time for December 2nd? What extra messages do you have for the collective at this time, Spirit, for December 2nd? What clarity and understanding do they need to know at this time whenever they see this video? Please give them the understanding and clarity that they need, that resonate with them and only them in this message. If anything does not resonate, let it fly and let them continue to move forward. Thank you, Spirit. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time for December 2nd? What extra messages do you have for the collective for December 2nd, please? So 10 of Cups, okay, it says, okay, but sometimes it really is all rainbows and smiles, okay? So for some of you guys, this looks like somebody collecting, like it looks like somebody's out with a friend, okay? This could be like an old-time friend. And rainbows are very significant too. So like what I'm picking up here, maybe some of you guys have like your hair dyed, like this ombre color. It could be like silver and pink or pink and silver. This could be confirmation, right? Even having like cellulite or like certain things about your body is very significant. So cellulite is significant. Being in your natural skin, like loving the skin that you're in, could be confirmation for some of you. But even when it comes to like your inner child, being able to play. So going to the beach is very significant for some of you guys who have kids. Maybe you guys have kids. Maybe you guys are taking your kids to the beach, depending on where you live. Also, I'm picking up here for some of you guys when it comes to like partners. So if you guys are in like a relationship, obviously two women, right? Say you guys are in a relationship together and maybe one person has a child. There's something about you taking care of that child, or that person is coming into your energy to take care of that child for you or to help you, because someone may see that, you're going through a lot and you need that assistance. But when it comes to you being in this playful energy, being on the beach is significant. Going towards water might be significant too. Rainbows are significant when it comes to your personality, okay? Duality, being able to, be open and expressive with all and everybody, not just one race, not one culture, everybody. So even if English is not a first language, there's something about you still being able to communicate with people, because energy doesn't lie. I may not know a certain language and someone may not know a certain language, but my energy and how I treat them, they will feel my love, how I treat them based on my energy, not even just words. It's good to learn another language. It's good to understand another language. But if somebody is new to the country and they don't know that language, most likely your energy is going to speak for itself. Okay, so 10 of Cups is very significant. Again, 10 also talks about wholeness, being the awakener, divine order, and also when it comes to your success, career, okay? Take what resonates with that too. So we have here 12, okay, the patient witch. Learn to get comfortable with sitting still whenever necessary. So there's something about stagnancy, okay? Sitting in stillness, being able to sit still in the quiet, in the unknown, okay? There's something about something unfolding for you. So some of you guys are like in this waiting period, right? but Spirit is making you learn to be patient in your situation at this time. If you want to look at it as, this is about growth, okay? Learning through duality. And then I said something about rainbows, right? So learning through duality, learning through basically you being able to sit still and waiting for results to come towards you. You don't chase, you attract. So while you're in this waiting period, you are attracting, okay? If you want to break it down to three talks about creativity, expression, and joy, right? Some of you guys could feel like there's certain hidden enemies because 12th house talks about imprisonment, it talks about grief, hidden enemies, solitude, releasing fear, finding out secrets as well, and subconscious thoughts, right? So healing, spirituality, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of past life and dream, recognition. So even hospitals and clinics are very significant. Some of you guys could be waiting for an update when it comes to receiving results, or there's something about you stepping into a new beginning, and maybe you guys are waiting for results on that as well. Yeah, so the world, okay, 21, it says, yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. Okay, so butterflies are very significant. 12 wanted to show up, and 21. And like I said before, we talked about, 12th house and also angel number 3. Okay, so there's something about the world, like I said, attracting what you want and not chasing. So butterflies are very significant. Like I said, there's something about, transformation and also rebirth through change. Okay, so transformation through growth and harmony through growth. And then there's also rebirth through change. So this is like death and rebirth, okay? So butterflies are very significant. Some of you guys are moving towards something new, okay? Queen of Pentacles, it says there's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all, okay? The witch is in. So for some of you guys, rabbits are very significant, and also like this emerald green color is also significant, but there is something about you moving towards your fulfillments, okay? For some of you guys are witches, and when I say witches, I mean that you guys are into divination, tarot. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, but you guys are into mystical things, okay? You guys are into crystals, you guys are into sage, incense, learning about why, people are the way they are, the mind, the way it thinks, okay? Some of you guys are into that. So Queen of Pentacles is you grounding yourself at this time, okay? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, there's something about letting go of imposed limitations. So again, 14, temperance, having balance. Okay, so there's something about having balance in what it is that you're fulfilling at this time and what else you're doing. So this almost feels like with temperance, having balance in your life. This could be you working a 9 to 5 or a part-time. And then there's something about you working your other job, your sole purpose job. Okay, but the number 14 is very significant at this time as well. When I see that number, I think of foundations and also a shift in the foundation. So there's something about freedom with the structure that you have. So there's something about if there is some type of structure, you guys are moving towards freedom, okay? Meaning that you're able to schedule your own, appointments, do whatever time you want. So if there's something about part-time jobs too, there's something about flexibility, okay? Even if it's a full-time job, there is something about flexibility. For some of you guys who are entrepreneurs, there is more flexibility because you can pick your own hours, pick your own time, okay? Pick your own days, pick whenever you want to open or close, things like that. So take what resonates at this time, but that's confirmation. And even when it comes to like communication with other people, like peers, social media, okay? So yeah, we have here curse, okay? 10 of Swords. Hurt people, hurt witches, and hurt witches. So something to do with hurt people, and hurt witches, okay? So if you are in this energy of 10 of Swords where you could feel like, 10 swords are in your back, right? You feel like you've been backstabbed, okay? Again, this is about letting go self-imposed limitations. So there's something about being stabbed in the back. Some of you guys, there's something about packing up, picking up and packing up. Some of you guys could be packing, moving away, leaving behind what no longer serves you, like I said. If this is a home environment, you guys are leaving that behind. If this is a job, you guys are leaving that behind. If it's a city or a state or a country, you guys are moving away from that. So it almost feels like, because you guys have been in situations where people may have hurt you, okay? Again, hurt people, but that doesn't give them that excuse to do what they did to you. Just because somebody's hurt doesn't mean they need to hurt other people. You can still be hurt and going through whatever you're going through and still have space and room for people with love and care, okay, and nurturing. Some people don't know that. You as a collective are realizing that. So that could be confirmation for somebody as well. Again, the number 10 is about, you know, wholeness, divine order, okay? Success, career. And some of you guys could feel like you guys are cursed, right? Because if you notice here, it says curse. So if you notice, it's almost like you may feel like you're always put in certain situations where you're cursed. And in actuality, it's not that. It feels like it, but it's not that. Spirit is putting you through initiations for you to learn certain lessons. That way you don't go through those lessons again, okay? So 7 of Swords, it says, are your actions really as selfless as you think? Okay, so 7 of Swords energy. Are your actions really as selfless as you think? There's something about you putting yourself out there, okay? So putting yourself out there could be very significant, even when it comes to like insects, okay? Again, everything is living, everything is, you know, part of life. Some of you guys may hate spiders, okay? I know I hate spiders for sure, but some of you guys could be learning to appreciate nature, appreciate life more. Spiders also talks about weaving and webbing things together. So that could be confirmation as well. But when it comes to being selfless, it means that some of you guys are putting yourself out there, right? But you don't want to be so selfless to the point where you're forgetting about yourself as well, okay? You know, again, it's different for other people, but for some of you guys, like with this energy that I'm picking up, it just depends on how you want to look at it, right? So if you're someone who's selfless, right, it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, you don't really take care of yourself. Some of you do, right? But there's something about being concerned more with the needs and wishes of others, okay, than with your own, okay? And that is unselfish, right? So for selfless, it's like you guys are concerned about other people's needs and wants, right? Besides your own. But it almost feels like some of you guys wonder, am I really being selfless? Because there's this energy of maybe not receiving it back, okay, the way that you wanted to. And I'm going to let you guys know, when you do things for people, do it because you genuinely want to do it out of the kindness of your heart. Don't do it because you're expecting something out of it. Because usually when you're expecting something out of it, you're not going to receive it the way that you want. And usually when you're not expecting anything out of it, you usually get what you want, okay, without asking. So that could be confirmation for somebody as well. Okay, for some of you guys, this is about also spirituality too and introspection. So some of you guys are receiving a lot of clarity, or there's something about inner knowing, awakening as well. And also for some of you guys, when it comes to 7th house, this is about partnerships, whether this is like personal, close, romantic, business, okay? Knight of Swords, okay? Be ambitious. Chase your every dreams, okay? So there's something about you being able to chase your dreams, all right? Wanting to chase your dreams could be very significant. And also, when it comes to, like, communication, right? Communicating to the universe what your dreams are. Again, Swords is about mental, okay? So yeah, Knight of Cups, romanticize the present moment every chance you get. So again, like I said, when it comes to like the beach, being close to the water, some of you guys are, this could be Pisces energy too when it comes to escaping. So mentally escaping reality right now is very significant. Some of you guys are needing to travel or move your body, okay? So if that means you have to go outside, walk around in the mall, or walk outside in nature, just put on your winter clothes and just go out there. There's something about you putting yourself out there and romanticizing life as much as you can, even though life may be boring, even though life may be, you know, mundane, or, you know, life may be, you know, typical, right? Where you go to work, you go to bed, you know, you get up, you do it again, or you go to work, you go to school, you go to bed, you do it again, you go to work, you go to bed, you take care of the kids, you know, and do what you need to do at home, and then you go to bed, right? So there's something about you changing that, okay? Enjoying little things in life is very significant. Being grateful for the little things in life also is also significant too. Yeah, so it says, King of Wands, shine your inner candlelight bright enough for others to follow. So yeah, there's this energy where, again, this person's on the phone, right? So they could be talking on the phone, but it's almost like picking up that call, okay? Especially if it's like life purpose for some of you, it's like picking up that call, okay? To move forward. So again, like I said, if you guys have been in situations in the past where you were the one that was putting yourself out there, taking care of people and putting yourself last, Spirit is saying it's okay for you to take care of yourself now. You've done everything that you needed to do. When you meet people, you make people feel good. Okay, you make people feel like, you know, they're at home, because again, you mirror people, and a lot of people don't realize this. The more that you mirror people is because you have water placements in your chart. Once you have water placements in your chart, it's easier for you to mirror other people. So it's not to say that you don't have a mind of your own. You're just mirroring what someone is exuding, and people don't realize what they're exuding when it comes to their energy. So if somebody is lacking something, you can sense it in their energy. Anyone who has Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio at placements are going to feel that. They're going to feel that, and they're going to want to nurture that. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, it says, not every great option you're given will be a great option for you. Okay, so Seven of Cups is being able to pick what is meant for you, to pick what is aligned with you, what fulfills you, what makes you feel whole within yourself, okay? And that could be the main message for you guys in the collective. It doesn't matter what job you do. It doesn't matter where you work, where you live, where you are. It doesn't matter where. If it's not good for you, Spirit will push you out of that environment or that place or whatever it is in order for you to see that it was never meant for you, okay? So let me see if I can get some cards here. Yeah, so take charge, okay? It says, don't wait for the stars to align. Reach up and arrange them the way you want, okay? So Spirit is saying for you guys to take charge, okay? Take action in this energy. It's almost giving like Sun and Aries energy from my last reading that I did. But let's see. Phases, it says shine even if you're not whole, okay? So yeah, Spirit is saying to shine your light, okay? Shine your light, shine your brightness, even if you don't feel, you know, whole within yourself, even if you don't feel like yourself. Spirit is still saying for you to shine, okay? Either shine your light, shine your energy, you know, be who you are authentically, okay? So let's see. So White Stag is about you believing. Okay, this looks like those acorns that you see outside. I think they're stags. I don't know, but these look like what you see outside when you see like pine cones, like the pine trees and stuff. But it says believe, right? Believe in yourself and be your own guiding light. Trust you know the way. Okay, so trust that you always know the way, even if things don't look like it's working out in your favor. It is. It's just that the universe needs to orchestrate and kind of maneuver things in the background in order for things to show up for you, okay? So, wise old badger, purpose, be determined. As long as you stay true to your goals, you can overcome any obstacle, okay? And then frisking ferret, enthusiasm. If you can tackle a task with enthusiasm, you'll soon find it's no longer a task. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we have sweet black sheep, so compassion. Okay, it said there's no small act of kindness. Look out for ways to care for those around you. Okay, so every time I see this, I think of like an easel. Like it looks like something that you would draw. Okay, even though it has like a bunny ear, it does kind of have a bunny ear as well. But I don't know why it looks like something like, you know, when you put paint inside here and then you dip it. So it looks like a painter, like someone who paints. But take what resonates with that, okay? Someone could enjoy painting, or being a painter is very significant. Okay, flowers are also significant too. I do apologize if you guys can hear the sounds outside. They're shoveling the snow, or they're like cleaning up the snow in my area. Okay, we have the peace symbol that wanted to show up. So something to do with peace, okay? Wanting peace and harmony, especially when it comes to like your partnerships, or even when it comes to like you having mutual understandings, right? Being in alignment with your partnerships. Dragonflies are also significant, especially with the color yellow. It's giving solar plexus energy, which is I can. So yeah, there's something about being enthusiastic, taking charge in a situation, okay? Initials S could be very significant, so maybe you have the initials S in your name, okay? Okay, we have initials H that wanted to show up, so that could be confirmation as well. And then we also have a cactus, okay? I don't know why I thought about Arizona for some strange reason, but cactuses could be very significant. Maybe you're very prickly, like you look soft, but you're prickly at the same time, okay? And yeah, sheep are very significant. So I mentioned to you guys Pal World with the sheep, but there's something about intuition. Following your own guidance is very significant, and not following the masses or following like what other people are doing could be confirmation as well. Spirit is saying to move at your own pace, move at your own level. So like I said, even if we are playing the game of the Matrix, still do your job, still work your part-time, full-time, still go to school and do what you need to do. But once you fulfill your life purpose, once you know what your life purpose is, start working on that. Okay, start working towards it. Start, you know, studying, start doing what you need to do. Just like how you put the time and energy at your job, your career, even at school. Do that for yourself. If we as a collective can put all that energy into corporations and allow these corporations to make money off of us and get rich off of us, right? Because some of us are not part of the matrix. Some of us are supposed to step out of the matrix, while other people are still supposed to be, because that's what they're meant to be. They're here to do that part of their role. We're not. Okay, so just like how you see people working 9 to 5, there are some people who are in their contract, they're supposed to do that. Our contract is different. Our contract is we're supposed to step out of the, you know, the matrix and be our own entrepreneur, be our own boss, okay, and show up for other people who are into certain things that we are into. So if you're into art, being that person who does art for people. If you're into books, you could write books for people. Okay, and I'm not talking about the older generation only. I'm talking about like people in their 30s, 40s, 50s who are helping the younger generations who are in their like, you know, late 20s, early 20s, high school. So like I said, as each generation gets older, we also need to step up. Okay, we are also getting older, just like the other generations are getting older as well. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you at this time. And again, thank you for watching up until this point of the video. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys. Again, thank you for watching my videos, viewing my page, liking my videos, commenting, sharing. And also when it comes to my website, I appreciate you guys going on my website, taking a look. I've mentioned before, if you guys want to book a reading, you guys can book a reading on my website. Everything is there on the page. And also I try to put everything in the description or the bio on my YouTube or TikTok page. Okay, but I'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, bye.